Alright, here we are again. 1980 Polaris 340 TXL Indy. Gotta love the IFS. All painted up. Beautiful. A couple of things have been done to it since we last spoke. Did a little weight reduction on the running boards. Weight reduction on the snow flap that I got from the Williamson show. Again, I can't state how much fun that was. My little daughter thought that was just about the best thing in the world, having that bouncy house there. Oh yeah, the snowmobiles were cool too, Dad, is what she tells me. Let's get down and take a look at this track for a second. You guys can see that there's a hole drilled in the track, and then the next lug does not have a hole drilled in it. What I did is I ported out the track, again for weight reduction and less rotational mass. We'll see how that works. I mean, it's just a trail sled, so I'm not expecting to get into too much deep powder, so I wanted to lighten this thing up as much as possible. I mean, it's already a really light sled, but, you know, I weigh 200 pounds, so every little bit, as opposed to me taking the diet or a sled taking the diet, I figure a drill would work a lot better. Keep coming over here. Little weight reduction on the belt guard. I should have done the drilling before I painted it, so I'll take that thing off and repaint it, drill out the rivets over here, then pop in new rivets so they're nice and clean. And not much has been done to it since. You guys know about the oversized reservoir for the brakes, 4-inch rise handlebars, paint job, radiator or coolant system flush. Everything seems to be working. The stock exhaust, the new bands. I don't know why those bands were on there originally, and they had some fiberglass. It was almost like a header wrap under each one of them, but I replaced those bands so they're nice and shiny and new. That screen, that silver screen that you see there, that's actually a paint tray, a paint roller tray for I got that material from the local hardware store, and you know, it works good for the application. I used a 2-part epoxy to put it in. I wouldn't push on it by any means, but it's good for keeping, you know, little bits of debris out of the engine compartment. Couple of extra belts up front, if you can see those. Keep going around here. What do we got? What do we got? The seat, you know, I'm not too thrilled with it. I'm really not. I had to re-staple it down, and for some reason or another, I decided a quick coat of black on there would help really tie the sled together to get it away from that dark midnight blue. It did not work out in my favor. What I do have, though, over here, I got a good seat off of a Colt I found at the salvage yard, but it needs a little bit of work, needs the wood replaced. The foam and the actual cover are great. So I'm thinking maybe not this season, but next season I'll integrate that seat onto that sled, and we'll go from there. Skis, I'm not sure if I want to go so far as to replace them with plastic skis. I really would. I can't justify the cost of a brand new set of plastic skis, so I'm going to keep my eye out for some plastic skis that'll fit. That's what that screening looks like on the front. You guys are probably wondering about the rivets on the windshield. We'll get right up close here. Right in here, there was about a 1 to 1.5 inch gap when I put the windshield on the cowl, just with these little black rivets, you know, the little press-in rivets. And what I found was, as I was going through the powder, because we did get quite a bit of snow a couple of weeks ago, I found that it was pushing snow between that gap, and I was getting a face full of it, and that was not enjoyable. So I put the rivets in there to get that back together. Take a peek out the window here. There. That's our snow. Yep. That's pretty much it. Poured it out the track and really lightened it up. I mean, I was surprised. I put it on the scale and I took off an additional 6 pounds out of the track and the snow flap and the running boards, and with the porting in the belt guard cover. So, I mean, as long as I can stay away from the cheeseburgers and the light beer, maybe that 6 pounds will help out a little bit. And you guys come across any of those plastic skis, or you come across a good deal on them that fit down here, let me know. Give me a call. PM me on vintagesleds.com, my home away from home, and let me know what you got. I'd be interested in picking them up. If not this season, then definitely next. Oh yeah. Here's one last thing I got going on. Little bit of friction tape. You know what they put on the hockey sticks there? I put that right on top there because I figured it'd save the paint right there from the cowl coming down on it, and I can just replace it every season. Nice black matte finish. Doesn't do too much to the cowl there. Just shaves off a little bit of the paint. And that's pretty much it. Again, I can't thank vintagesleds.com enough. They've done so much in answering my questions on specifications or suggestions on how and what and why I should build something, or the best way to go about it. A lot of helpful guys there, and thank you guys so much for having us. Talk to you later. Bye.